Welcome everyone to the Watchlist, your virtual weekly TV guide right here in the Latiners Network. Ready to talk about all the shows, movies, documentaries out on streaming over the past week. And of course, at the end of the show, let you know what's coming out so you too can create your very own watch list. Something different today. Chuy, of course, the co-host, El Señor Jaime, is actually here in studio for the first time ever, I think, right? Maybe?
First time ever, man.
Yeah, so it's something different. It's going to be actually a shorter show because there's not a whole lot to talk about, but there's always stuff, to go over and give you our recommendations or lack thereof, as the case may be. And of course, at the end of the show, don't forget, we are going to let you know what's coming out next week. Not a huge week either.
No,
but whatever.
Somewhat. Well, not this week. No,
not
next
this week.
Yeah.
But the week after that, yeah, there's some stuff in the brink coming out. But a couple of bit of news. I know Chuy's very happy because he gets to be in studio. And the WW2 Foundation got renewed by Apple Plus.
Season 3.
Season 3, yes, right. So I'm not surprised he was not sure of that.
Oh, well, you never know, man. I mean, obviously, it's all about the numbers because it's an expensive show. It's not cheap.
No, it's not, but I mean, it obviously does well for Apple, so it made sense. I'm happy for it. It's a really good show if you guys into sci-fi.
Absolutely.
It's great sci-fi on Apple, no doubt. They also renewed Squid Game's Challenge as well for season 2.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It was a really cool reality show, which I'm not a huge fan of normally.
No, it was a great show. The only exception I take is at the end, the winner. We won't give it away if you haven't seen it yet. But she made a comment, because she's an immigrant, and she made a comment, if you believe you can win. And I'm like, dude, it was a coin flick all the way. Come on, dude, really?
Yeah,
I mean, it was such blind luck. Come on.
Excuse me.
Come on.
Which I kind of like the show is not. I mean, skill's always there. It's just strategy behind it. But yes, there's a whole lot of luck.
But there was plenty of games where it's like, it was just literally, pick someone. Okay, well, okay.
Right.
How much strategy is in that?
Well, you can argue, how you behave during the show.
No, I'm talking about the last 2 episodes.
Well,
it was like
of course.
3 people.
Yeah.
Everybody pick a button.
Of course. It's a game of chance.
There's no skill. There's no, any monkey can do it, dude.
But it does add to the drama.
Yes.
So that's big.
I still enjoyed it.
No, still enjoyed it. So season 2 will be coming probably in a couple of years, I guess, whenever. So that was a really cool show to watch. So season 2 got renewed, of course. But let's focus on this week, and we're going to start with a documentary, and that's World War II from the Frontlines on Netflix. Six-parter, where pretty much is chronicling the events of World War II, right, beginning with the invasion of Poland, by Hitler and his side, and Dunkirk, and et cetera, until Pearl Harbor and so forth, of course. This one's a little bit different, where you have your narrator, of course, but there's also a lot of interviews by former soldiers involved in the war, and I think civilians, I guess, I'm not sure. And
yes.
It really focuses on pictures and actual footage from the war, with tanks, airplanes, dogfights,
restored, colorized, the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
So it adds a different element. So it's nothing Hollywoodized here, which is really cool. But that being said, it's good. It's very dry for the most part, and I think you really have to be a history buff to really get into it. I like the aspect of using the footage. That's really cool, very realistic. It adds, the type of dogfighting. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's standard fare. You've seen World War II doc. You've seen them all. We've seen them all for the most part. It's just the footage. If you're into it, you're a history buff. You're World War II buff. Absolutely. Otherwise, it's very informational, not as entertaining as some other ones. Chuy, your thoughts?
No. Yeah, I mean, I think the unique aspect was they actually brought in interviews. So it's told from both sides, right? I mean, we had German soldiers, we had Russian civilians turned soldiers, obviously American, British, Canadian, given different perspectives, telling the story, and I guess in a way, humanize it a little bit, both sides, with regards to the impact and what was going on and the decisions that were being made. But it's very dry. It's kind of colored by numbers, not. It's not Band of Brothers, and it's not meant to be.
Right, it's not meant to be.
Yeah.
It's a documentary. It's a documentary's purest sense of the word, right?
But it does tell it in a different, unique way. It's not just focusing on particular battles or decisions by generals, but it's actually talking to the guys on the front lines, literally, on both sides, and soldier, non-soldier, and also civilians that were impacted by the events.
It's a good overview of the whole entirety of the war
Yes.
and a whole, as opposed to just focusing on whether
Because they go they talk about the Italian campaign, Mussolini.
Right.
They bring in the Japanese aspect of it, so they kind of bring it all together, bridge it in very succinct 6 episodes.
It's solid. Again, if you're a history buff, for you, if not, I don't know if you want to tune into this one. The next one, stay on Netflix, a film. No, Chew, you didn't get to see it.
Not yet.
And we had a busy weekend, which is why he was here. But Leave the War Behind on Netflix, starring Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, Mahershala Ali. I'm saying that right?
Yes.
Very bad with names. But this one here is a mystery thriller. Basic premise: end of the world. Apparently, is what they're led on in regards to the trailers. Julia Roberts, married to Ethan Hawke. They got a couple of kids. They want to go on vacation. They rent a house out in Long Island. She hates everybody, so she hates people, which is why the basis of her going on this vacation. I guess some kind of blackout occurs, and that same night, as they're just kind of just waiting it out, Mahershala Ali's character shows up with his daughter, and he happens to be the owner of the house. And for whatever reason, mysterious reason, he has to go back to the house. They are in agreement that they both can stay there, and then ultimately they realize that it is the end of the world. Now we'll get into in what manner the end of the world is coming, in the form that it comes in, but it's coming, and now they're trying to survive and figure out what the hell is going on. They have no communication with the outside world. There's no phones. There is power, stuff like that, but obviously something's going on. People are missing, etc., etc. This one here got some good reviews. I enjoyed it. It's good. It's a solid, well done film. It talks a lot about reliance on technology, the state of the country in terms of the division, what's going on with the people in the country, which has led to the events which are talked about in this film. I'll keep it as vague as I can. Little anticlimactic for the most part. I think it ran about 20 minutes too long, honestly, but it's still well done. It's got some really good moments of tension, particularly in the end. It's a slow burn, so it takes time to get built up to it. But yeah, eventually you kind of warm up to what's happening, what's going on. It's interesting. It's more about why it's happened as opposed to how it happens, and how things are going on wasn't as impressive for me. I was like, okay, I've seen this before, whatever. If you're expecting I'll say this, if you're expecting something sci-fi elements, look elsewhere. It's not that. It's an alien invasion. I mean, just let that get out of the bag now. But it's well done. It's entertaining. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's, again, Netflix. You're rolling the die with these films. It is what it is, and it's there's 50-60%, right? Solid, good watch. Not great, but it's good. I entertain. I think you're watching the way home. It's enjoyable. A little long, but it's enjoyable. So I did like that one at the end of the day. This last show, only show that got released for the most part, it's Culprits. Again on Hulu.
This time for real.
Yeah, this is for real. Really, I know we thought it released before, but only overseas. Yeah. So now it's everywhere, including the U.S. And this one here is obviously it's a heist kind of. We have a story following a man who's lives with his boyfriend, and he has kids, and living together in Washington State, if I'm not mistaken. Normal life, trying to open his own business, but lo and behold, years before he had a checkered past. Very questionable behavior involved in crime, and he got recruited to perform a huge heist. The heist, which went well, but not entirely perfect. And now, years later, he's think someone's been tracking him down one by one. Obviously, didn't have to explain who this character is yet, but he's chasing him down, and then now he's trying to survive, and figure out why, who it is, who's behind it, etc., etc. And at the same time, it's cool because it kind of goes between the current times and then it goes back 3 years when before the heist started. How the heist, the genesis of the heist, and then goes piece by piece through the heist, little by little, so kind of introduce you to what happened to the characters and why, etc., etc. Chewy, I'll let you go first. You've seen about 4 episodes. Your thoughts on this one?
No, man. I mean, as Rick Sanchez would say, "You son of a bitch, I'm in." I love a great heist, and this is actually pretty good because they do a pretty good mixture of then and now, and that's how they refer to within the show, right? So you know what's going on presently, and then they go back and they say then, but it's not a linear story, at least as far as the flashbacks. The now is obviously where he is and what's going on, but then they flash back enough of the stuff from then in different order to keep it interesting and unique. And I would say there's only so many different ways you can tell a good heist story, right?
Okay.
And so let's see, but it is unique because it's whereas previous stories is about the heist itself, this is obviously the aftermath and what's happening after that, right? I mean, the heist is a big element. That's what brought these people together, but the story is driven by what's going on and who's chasing them or who's behind what's currently happening.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm 5 in. The 5th one I thought was the best episode thus far. Yeah. Very well paced, very entertaining. It's got this, particularly the heist part of the story, the genesis of it, has a very Reservoir Dogs kind of thing to it. It was inspired in terms of, how they, usually they start off with someone like, it was like in the movie Reservoir Dogs that one of the characters
Mr.
already
Pink
was
or
he was hurt already and bleeding. They kind of do a similar thing here with this one. Yeah, the fake names and all that, and go into that aspect of it. So I was very influenced there, which is cool. The heist, we're getting it piece by piece. It seems good. They get more into in the 5th episode. As far as some of the actual stealing of the money that, obviously they're trying to steal money. It is what it is. But no, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I like the mission. It's got some good action. One cool character, the specialist, quote unquote. She's kind of a badass on that one. She's got a prominent role in this episode. But it's intriguing. It's entertaining. It's very well paced. I enjoyed it. It's very cool. It's very good. I know usually I think it says Disney Hulu / Hulu, but it's just really a Hulu show. It's not Disney. It's not Disney-fied, so that's a good thing.
Well, I mean, at some point it's all gonna be Disney.
They're gonna merge it. They're gonna merge it soon, right? Yeah. And some of you guys at home party, if you have Disney, maybe getting the beta for the Disney Hulu combo already.
Yeah, it's only like $2 more. For $2, you might as well get it.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I actually might be forced to get it at that point. So there we go. No commercials. Well, maybe commercials. I don't even know. But that being said, it's a good show. I definitely recommend this if you like that kind of thing, heisting, kind of thriller action. Yeah, absolutely. And that's all for the week. It's not a big week. It's very, very short. Next week doesn't get much bigger, to be honest with you. And Disney, we get Tierra Incognita. Season 2, Chewy, I think. Yeah, I haven't seen season 1 or.
It was a Spanish show, so
yeah, I didn't get into it. I know you did.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a Spanish show, and so it's fantasy. I guess supernatural elements involved with the mystery. So somewhat entertaining. It's it's probably in line as with the Goosebumps, right? Maybe a little bit less enjoyable because Goosebumps is in English and so sure. This was all Spanish. So there's some things that they get lost in translation, but that's the premise. So this is season 2 of this show. Yeah, it's the 13th. On the 14th, we got Yu Yu Hakusho. Bless you. I don't know, I'm saying it wrong. Thank you. It's based on a manga, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. I'm not familiar with it, but the last manga we got was One Piece Man. Is it One Piece Man? One Piece. Yeah. I'm thinking One Hit Man. Yeah. One Punch Man. Yeah. That was really good. So this looks very interesting. So I'm looking forward to that on the 14th. But now with the difference that One Piece was in English, this is going to be dubbed or listen to it. I believe. Oh, of course. Japanese. I'm sorry, Japanese or Korean. I'm not sure. Yeah. But either way, I'd like to watch subtitles if possible. Depends. If there's a lot of action, then I leave it as subtitles. If a lot of words, I use the dubbing depending. Chicken Run 2, Dawn of the Nugget on Netflix drops again on the 15th. This one, of course. Holiday. Huh? It's a line from the movie. From the original movie. That's right. Got Chicken Run. Mel Gibson in that one. Kind of claymation style animation. Yes, right? It's claymation. Yes. Yeah. So I like the first one. It's been a while, and I'm always concerned about movies that take these long breaks in between sequels. It usually doesn't work. It's a huge break. It's a huge break. But I don't know. It's been over 10 years since the original. But probably. Yeah. Again, Netflix. So die get roll again and whatever. See what comes up on the Amazon Prime. We got season 2 of Jack Reacher. Hell yeah. Coming out. Big fan of the first season. I liked it a lot. So that's coming out. I'm excited about that. It's a cool little story I saw. I talked about in Nurse Planning a couple weeks ago where I forgot his name, the star of Reacher, whatever his name is, I forget. Oh, I can't remember. But he was talking. He was on the Rich Eisen show for those who are sports fans. He has got his own podcast, and this is when he's promoting Fast and Furious 10. So the last one which he was in. He was in that one? Yeah. Well, I didn't know that. Sucks for him. Back at your choice. But that being said, they're talking about it, and they're kind of joking around and say, could you beat up all the people in that movie? Because you had Jason Momoa and John Cena and Vin Diesel, and he's like, his answer was like, dude, have you not seen Reacher? Genius answer. That's all you gotta say. And it's like, yeah, you're right. And he's like, okay, yeah, of course he can kick their ass. But it's a very fun show, good action show based on the course of books and all that. And then on the 15th, we have another movie, Mark Wahlberg. And look, it's Family Plan, right? Family Plan. It's like a action. He's got a family, and they don't know he's a spy. And former spy or current spy. And the two worlds collide kind of deal. And hilarity ensues, maybe. I don't know. Mark Wahlberg, I like him. And Apple Plus, I love their shows and stuff. The movies, when they're not released they don't have a theatrical run, it's like Netflix. Netflix is not the only one that you gotta roll a die in. And let's be honest, Apple Plus is the same way too. I think they had the one with the
Chris Evans, which was okay with Anna de
Oh,
Armas.
that was the
action film
the
one.
rom-com one.
Yeah, the rom-com.
Which was okay. I mean,
it was
like I said,
fine.
it
It was fine. Whatever. And the Tom Hanks one comes to mind, which wasn't that good.
That one wasn't good at all.
Right. So,
That was the submarine one. I can't remember what it's
No,
called.
there was two. There was another one here. It was like a robot in the future.
Oh, I didn't realize that was on the other street.
Like
There.
Flinch, or whatever.
Yeah.
Forgive me, but either way. But yeah, so listen, I'll check it out. Whatever, it's coming out. It's a light week, so why not? Maybe this surprises me, and maybe it does. I know kind of like Flowers of the Killer Moon and
Napoleon.
all those are theatrical release movies. I look at those. Those are a little bit different.
This week's also the finale of Lego Masters Season 3.
And this is how we end the show with the Lego Masters.
Why are you hating on the Legos, dude? Come on,
Lego
man.
Masters reference.
Come on, dude. It is. You're
It's a
just
light week.
anti good family fun and Legos, dude. That's what you're.
I love me some Legos, but they're very pricey. So listen, you
Well,
want me in, you gotta lower the price, man. It's
Well,
like,
they're not asking you to buy Legos. They're just saying watch them build stuff. Man.
no, but when you watch it, you want to build, man. You get hooked up and stuff. Like, I want to do this, Just saying.
Sad.
Just throwing it out there. It's very
Sad.
expensive.
Sorry, guys.
Just the economy's not great this time. I'm going to tell you. But that being said, we'll go over the new stuff coming out next week. There's a bigger week the week after that, if I'm not mistaken.
Christmas. Well, I say Christmas because Christmas lands on a Monday. So, but it is technically Christmas week. I mean, there's
Potentially.
there's Percy Jackson, which you're excited about, but whatever. Sorry. There's Rebel Moon. Which is a great movie. It looks really good. I'm excited for that.
It's releasing early too.
Yes.
Like a day early or what?
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. Berlin, that's the week after. That's New Year's week.
Berlin's coming up to the end of the year.
Yeah.
For those who, of course, familiar with Money Heist.
So it's a Money Heist prequel, right? On the character Berlin.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah, there's a couple more. I mean, I got my phone.
Yeah.
I can
But we still got things like Godzilla, Monarch going on, which I'm really enjoying that one. Really cool show. Murder at the End of the World, solid.
Oh, obviously, What If, which we love for first season, What If, and so that season. Well, okay, I love because it's unique.
Whatever. Marvel Disney Plus is not exactly.
Oh my god.
Talk about rolling the die.
Here you go, dude. Eric
Roll the
DeSilva,
die.
call in the show, please. Please, I need
roll-
someone who likes it.
Watching Netflix movies or watching
yeah.
an MCU show, you never know what you're gonna get.
And season 2 of Doctor Death, which we love, season
Dr.
1.
Death, right, yeah.
And so this is, I guess this is more kind of an anthology story because each season is going to be a different doctor. And funny enough, this is going to be on the one which we just saw, the documentary on Netflix.
Bad Surgeon.
Bad Surgeon. So this is, I believe, I'm almost 99% sure because I saw a clip and it had the same name, so it had to be the same doctor. So that's funny how you said you wish to make this into a show. Lo and behold, your wish has been granted, and it's ready to roll in 2 weeks.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. So we'll get into all the details as far as when these shows will be releasing. But it's going to be a good last 2 weeks of the year. Yeah. We may do a best of coming up pretty soon. Maybe next week we'll do a best of since it's a light week. Because you missed what's been out this year. We'll let you know what we thought was the best this year past. That being said, a pleasure as always. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy.
Peace.